I want to talk about your journey now to the Commonwealth Games, because just looking, you got the bronze in Delhi, and losing a place perhaps in the top GB programme might have been very difficult for you back in September. And I just want to ask you for your thoughts on that.
Yeah, unfortunately, after double trap was removed from the Olympic programme following the Rio Games, I had a year to transition into Olympic trap, so everything kind of stayed the same. I just had to shoot a new discipline, but the targets we were set were a senior travelling score, so to achieve that within sort of 10 months, was a big ask, and unfortunately I got close, but just didn't get over the line, and my funding was basically withdrawn because of that. So it was a huge blow for me to lose that opportunity, and I was doing my dream job, out competing for my country and travelling the world and having a fantastic time. So yeah, it was a shock, I guess, to go from where I was to pretty much nothing. And following that, my coach passed away, Martin Bowker, after that event as well, which was a huge loss personally. But great to have his son here, coaching the clay team now. But yeah, it's been difficult, but to come and have the opportunity here at the Games to kind of, I suppose, wave the flag again and show that I am still a world-class performer and put the Isle of Man on the map, as it were, at the same time has been a fantastic few months for me. So yeah.
I know it's been an emotional roller coaster for you, and you've had to move forward to win a medal here in Australia, and that is an awful lot to deal with. How do you cope with that? As it is a challenge, obviously, to push that aside and focus, because what you're doing, I mean, no one really understands it unless you've witnessed what you're going through within shooting. And a lot of people say, why shooting in the Commonwealth Games? But you've got to be so engaged with it on so many levels. How do you get that mindset?
I guess once you get to that level, the kind of physical process becomes very automatic. So it's more about mental control, really. So you're counting targets, so we count the targets after the first 5. So you have a 5-number sequence rolling around your mind as well, and then you're trying to, I suppose, stay focused on the job in hand. So you have a lot of distractions coming in. So back in 2014, before I shot the world record, I did some quite new work at the time, I suppose, with a sports psychologist in Scotland, Amanda Martindale. It was something new, and I thought, well, I've got to change what I am doing and give it a go, and that was kind of the start of mindfulness, really. That's where it all began, and then we tweaked it and adopted it to fit into my shooting process and routine, and went out and shot a world record, and then went on and second at the World Champs, and Rio final, and now a silver medal at the Commonwealth Games.
Now it's interesting, because I know we had a conversation a couple of months ago about mindfulness, and you said to me that you weren't going to give any of your tips or your secrets away, but you've just told everybody now that this is something that's really helped you focus, and something I do too, and I totally believe in it as well, all about being in the moment. But it doesn't come easy, does it?
No, it takes a lot of practice. I practice twice a day, come up to here, but it's only sort of 10 minutes, so it's not a huge amount of time to find. But yeah, it's definitely very beneficial and really positive, and I found that a huge help with sport and just in life in general. So yeah, I definitely recommend it.
So yesterday, I have to ask you, where did you find the space in your day before you went out to compete in your event, to practice mindfulness? What did you do in the morning before you went out?
Well, I didn't actually do it yesterday, so...
You can't say it's down to the silver medal then.
Yeah, no, it was a bit of a rush yesterday morning, but it kind of builds up that process and that routine, and once it's ingrained, it's quite easy to find that channel again and get back in there. But we do a lot with breathing as well, so everybody's got a certain breathing frequency that gives them an optimal variable heart rate, which can improve reaction time, and by doing that you get less negative thoughts, which is obviously a benefit when you're trying to control your emotions and replicate a very precise skill in competition.
How do you deal with all the pressure of social media around you as well?
I try not to look at it if I can. My partner Amy, who's been a massive help and support leading up to here, and what I've done in the last few years. She was a press officer in the past for with Team GB and the Tour de France, so she's well experienced at that kind of thing, so I leave it up to her. So she does a fantastic job of that, and also just the support she gives me as well is great.
Well, thank you so much for all your time, obviously, talking to us about this incredible moment. I mean, the Isle of Man is so proud of you and all that you have achieved. What does it feel like wearing that medal around your neck right now?
Yeah, it's just hard to describe, representing for Great Britain and things. It's a huge achievement to get there, at Olympic Games, but to come to a Commonwealth Games and wave our flag and, have the three legs of man on your jacket, it just means so much more. And yeah, to come home with a medal and do everybody proud back home just means a huge amount to me. It's fantastic. So yeah.
A lot of people are asking, what's next for Tim Kneale?
Yeah, not too sure at the moment. We'll just keep my head down and keep shooting targets, and we'll see where things go, I guess.
Thanks, Tim, and congratulations again from not just myself, but from the whole of the Isle of Man. Congratulations and thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you, and thanks for all the support back home, and getting behind the team. It's been really great. Been a great games. Thank you.